All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Phil Nagy on sports, joining you here today. Doing another test of some FIFA. Also getting some things ready for Kit to be able to play. Again, I am not Derek Ray or Lee Dixon, but that's cool. But excited to bring this one to you as well. Some of you may have seen we did Chelsea versus Man City, so now we'll keep things a little bit more local. So we've got the Columbus Crew, which is right down the street from me, versus the LA Galaxy, which is right down the street from Kit. So I thought that was kind of fun. Javier Hernandez, leading goal scorer here. I'm not sure if those are the current stats or last year's stats. There he is. Chicharito, as they call him. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one started. Columbus Crew, of course, defending MLS Cup champions. Talent all over the field. Starts in the back end. Oh, starts with that man right there, actually. Gyasi Zardes at the front. And you got Lucas Zelarayan, who is just absolutely special in the midfield with Darlington Nagbe. On the back end, Jonathan Mensah has been a stalwart there. And then, of course, Eloy Room, the goalkeeper as well. So, from the Netherlands, 32 years old, Eloy Room in the back end, as we see the starting lineup as well. Head across the bottom. Here is Artur in the middle of the field, and then Bond in the pipes between. There's Giovanni Dos Santos, and of course Chicharito or Hernandez up at the top. Here is Dos Santos. Back to Legit. And some passing around the middle. Here is Lucas Zelarayan, absolutely special, especially off of the dead ball. His free kicks are nasty. Here's Jonathan Mensah. He usually wears the captaincy, although I didn't see if he did for sure. Gyasi Zardes back to Darlington Nagbe. Nagbe's got a runner on the right side if they want him in Diaz. Lucas Diaz. Zelarayan in the middle. Gyasi Zardes now at the 6. He's got some help if he wants it. He drops it back to Diaz. Santos, and Pedro Santos tries to go too cute to the outside. And it's going to be quickly countered the other way. Saldana out to Grandsir on the left wing, and now here is Chicharito in the middle. He goes back to Grandsir, and then back to Vasquez in the middle as well. Samuel Grandsir from France. On that left wing, here is Vasquez in the middle as well. And now Chicharito at the top of the 18 being checked by Jonathan Mensah. Victor Vasquez from Spain is who that one is. Sorry, I don't know the LA Galaxy roster clearly as well as I know the Columbus Crew roster. It's actually Jonathan Dos Santos, not Giovanni Dos Santos, who I remember for years for Mexico. Killing us as Team USA. Here is now Lucas Zelarayan. He's got Gyasi Zardes in on a run. Can Zardes get past him? Villafana, with a nice defensive play. Otherwise, Zardes would have had a nice long run in a 1v1 with Bond. Jonathan Dos Santos. Here is Victor Vasquez now. Saldana in the midfield. Again, we use the best, at least according to those on the internet, the best CPU versus CPU sliders. We play on Legendary as well here as we do these sims. Here's a big, long one to the right corner. Legit's going to get there, and he's going to be checked over there on the side by Valenzuela. And now he's going to go ahead and drop back, and the Crew are able to reset their line. Legit dancing around over there by himself. Now here's Lucas Zelarayan in the middle. Sebastian Legit from America. Born in California, actually. Playing for his hometown team, so it were. Here's Valenzuela now. Left wing, and then back to the middle to Artur. Back to Williams, and now Darlington Nagbe in the center circle. Darlington Nagbe's been such an important part of their playoff run last year, and then got hurt, if you remember, in the finals. And some other players really stepped up, and he was so proud of that. And They had such a good squad, and Caleb Porter is really starting to build something special here now, Columbus, and their brand new stadium that's going to open up here in like 2 weeks. As I broadcast this one from mid-June, I think July 2nd is maybe the first home game in the new stadium, and it is gorgeous. Zelarayan's going to get that one taken away. La Villafana back up to Grand Sur, and now to Vasquez in the middle. Victor Vasquez, little clever heel flick, and then he's going to have a nice big through ball. Here is Chicharito down the left side. He's got some runners in the middle if he wants him. He's got one back post if he wants him. Jonathan Mensah checking him and pushing him back away from the box now. It's taken away by Mensah. Nice plays. Lucas Diaz back to the captain, Jonathan Mensah. Great play there. The Ghanaian, Jonathan Mensah. Here is Zardes very quickly on the counter. He drops it back to Lucas Zelarayan. He can rip from there if he wants. Spin move. Goes a little bit of some fancy footwork over the top. Here is Artur. And now back in the middle to Lucas Zelarayan. He wants it. If he wants, clever little flick to Zardes, who tries to back heel it back to him. And it's not going to work. It ends up playfully into the hands of Bond. We're going to get a foul. No, we're not. Pedro Santos intercepts Darlington Nagbe. Thought maybe we would see a foul there, first one of the day. But for the most part, no dice. Back to Artur, and now Darlington Nagbe. They play a two-man game. Lucas Zelarayan back in the middle. Darlington Nagbe's got some space if he wants it. He's going to go right side to Lucas Diaz. And Diaz on the right side, got some space. Back to the middle to Nagbe. Plenty of patience. Harrison Offal enters the play on the right wing. Nagbe, Diaz, who pushed his way towards the middle. Luis Diaz, the Costa Rican native, 22 years old. And it's going to be taken away the other way. And Chicharito, 1v4, waits for some help. Crew had a really nice opportunity there. Nobody wanted to pull the trigger. Maybe just a little bit too cute, too fast. And we'll see if that becomes a problem for them or not. If they're going to miss out on that opportunity. Here again is Chicharito. And he goes to Saldana. Jonathan Dos Santos back to Saldana. Probing a little bit, see what opens up. Crew very, very... watch out, little flick and a goal! Just like that! What a play, kind of came out of nowhere. Legit just kind of tossed that one to the middle. And Victor Vasquez ran onto it and ripped that thing to the near post. Eloy Arum had no chance here. And the home crowd, LA Galaxy, likes that. There's Room shaking his head. Watch this little flick on from Legit. Just that little bit of space goes over the top and a one-timer high to the left post. Absolutely unguardable. Look at this rip there, right there. Look at that beautiful camera work here by our crack FIFA team. And the Crew are going to go down 1-0 as a great rip there, Victor Vasquez. And he rips that thing to the high left post again. Absolutely no opportunities to just split. And Mensah had to go with him. Josh Williams was a little bit slow to cover on the back end and opens it up. And so in the 28th minute, Victor Vasquez starts the scoring here for the LA Galaxy. It is 1-0 here now. Crew are down. Chicharito into the middle. Nice little pass on to Victor Vasquez again. 1v1 with Josh Williams, and this time Williams is able to hold him off. Dos Santos, and he's also going to score! Jonathan Dos Santos, where was the Crew defense on that one? 2 goals in 3 minutes. And Jonathan Dos Santos, look at this flick. Where he is, he's just kind of running onto that space. Oh, Valenzuela, what are you doing? I guess he's worried about that backside player, and there's the captain, Jonathan Dos Santos, outside of the foot, rips that thing to the back. Look at Eloy Arum. He's like, oh, I probably should have. He had no idea. I thought that one maybe was wide. And Milton Valenzuela gives up that backside run. And very quickly now, just 3 minutes later, Jonathan Dos Santos rips it in the back of the net. And now we've got a little bit of a problem here in Columbus. 2-0, the Galaxy take the lead. Still just 32nd minute of this game. We do 10-minute halves here at Nagy Sports. Makes the games about a half an hour long, which I think is plenty of time with the stats and the highlights and all of that jazz. Here is Artur now probing. Lucas Zelarayan in the middle. Jonathan Dos Santos, the captain and recent goal scorer, right on his back hip. Darlington Nagbe. So Zelarayan and Nagbe in the middle are a very special combo, but they got to try to get something on net here. They haven't had a single shot on Bond yet. Nagbe now, Zardes, Nagbe, Zardes, Darlington Nagbe, back to Zardes as they play a 1-2 game, and then Legit's going to steal it. And now Vasquez, the first goal scorer, is going to kick it out of bounds accidentally. It crosses the touchline. Here is Pedro Santos, and he's going to inbound it very, very quickly on the restart. Darlington Nagbe inside to Zelarayan. He's got some room. He's inside the 18. Jossi Zardes going to try to turn and take a rip. Jossi Zardes! And he gets too cute. Back to Zelarayan, who turns. Why won't they shoot the ball? Let's go, Crew. Shoot it. Come on, baby. Sorry, I'm a Crew fan. And we're down 2-0, and we're not shooting it. Chicharito now down the other way. Back into the middle to Jonathan Dos Santos. He's got backside runner if he wants it, Vasquez, and he had to hold up, because the line was going to be crossed there, as that's Harrison Awful, that right side defender, again with Williams and Jonathan Mensah in the middle of the back line. Kind of a traditional 4-5-1 of sorts here for Caleb Porter. Artur Zelarayan. He's got a little bit of space. He's going to take that space. He's going to continue to take that space. Jossi Zardes making a bit of a run, and it's going to be touched errantly and then picked up by Williams in the back end. Harrison Awful sticks his foot in there, but Villafana is going to pick it up on the way left wing. Villafana now being pressured by Lucas Diaz and Darlington Nagbe. Crew have to have some pressure here. Increase now down 2-0 after those two very quick goals in rapid succession, neither of which Eloy Room had much of a prayer of stopping. A little 1-2 game between the goalkeeper and his defenders. That got a little bit scary, and now a turnover. Pedro Santos, he's going to rip it back to the middle. Artur, can he have a go? He's going to flick it inside, backside, Zardes, and it's going to go back to Bond, and Bond gets it out safely, but then again taken away very quickly by Harrison Awful. He's in the middle of the small speedster, Harrison Awful. Back to the middle, Darlington Nagbe, Harrison Awful, 5'6" from Ghana, now 34 years old. Good player, playing on that right wing defensive side, that right back spot today for Caleb Porter. Here is Artur now probing the middle again. Looks like the Crew have had some opportunities to rip it from about 20 to 25, but have been just overly cautious and way too cute with the passes in the box here so far. And now with about a minute of stoppage time left, this one is going to end 2-0 after 45 minutes of play here. Bond just going to rip this thing down the field. That should do it. And it is going to do it as the ref blows the whistle. And so here we go, 2-0 LA Galaxy getting out to a very quick lead. Some two big goals on two shots. You can see even the Crew, even though winning possession, not a single shot on goal yet here, as you can see sort of that modified 4-5. We can call it a 4-4-1-1, I suppose, if you really wanted to. All right, 2-0. Let's get this one popping. They're going to call it a 4-2-3-1 wide in FIFA language. All right, here we go. Crew got to get something going here now, second half. Galaxy can just really suck the life out of this ball if they choose to. Saldana now probing to the left side, being checked by Lucas Zelarayan with a little bit of patience, with a little bit of pace there. So understanding the need to get the ball and try to put some shots on Bond, who has yet to have a save. This has been the majority of it, just some dropbacks to him. And he drills this one way out of bounds left side. Jonathan Bond, the goalkeeper. Played some time with West Brom as well in England in their system. Here's Darlington Nagbe in the middle now. Lucas Zelarayan with Williams on his backside. Here is Nagbe now, and he's going to get checked, and the ball taken by Williams. Vasquez quickly up to Chicharito. He's got the opportunities for quick counters are going to be there now for the Galaxy with the way that the Crew are pushing, but Mensah's going to steal this one back. And now Lucas Zelarayan with a little through ball to Zardes that gets stopped. Nagbe, Zardes, can he get a touch? He cannot. Very quickly they tap it back to Bond, and he just drills this one out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Crew on the near sideline. And Valenzuela going to throw this one back all the way to Josh Williams. Up in the middle is Zelarayan now. Greg Vanny looking on in front of his team. It was right in front of his bench for the LA Galaxy now. Up the middle, good touch. Here's Pedro Santos with some space. He's going to go outside. He's got Artur in the middle. Now Artur going left side, back to the middle. Pedro Santos, somebody's got to take a rip. Santos gets his pocket picked again. Why won't the crew shoot it? Here's Chicharito now. And he's got a runner on the left side. If he wants it, he's just going to kind of hold on again. Tick, tick, tick now. Clock is their best friend. And Chicharito, the savvy veteran, pulls this one back all the way to midfield. Jonathan Dos Santos picks him up. And now Vasquez with a touch in the middle. And now taken away on the left side by Artur into Josh Williams in the middle. And now Milton Valenzuela with some space on the left side if he wants it. No reason to give the ball up now. And he's going to slow down. Wait for some company. Artur in the middle as they're going to probably go back to the middle. Actually, across the switch of the field, here's Jonathan Mensah. And he's going to go all the way up to the right side to Lucas Diaz, back to Harrison Offal, up to Lucas Diaz, back to Offal. Inside now, Lucas Zelarayan. He's got Nagby. They've got some space. Here's a nice run for Zardes. Rips it back post! Jossie Zardes! And the crew are right back in this one. What a pass from Nagby. What a shot from Jossie Zardes. And he rips it in. Little flick from Zelarayan. Nagby, little run. Singular touch. No need to set that one up because of how beautiful the pass was. And Jossie Zardes rips that ball just over the outstretched arms, hitting the corner of that goal. And Bond can't get a touch on it. And Zardes cuts this lead in half. A goal in the 58th minute. Crew getting back on the board. Their first shot, their first goal. 2-1 now, the Galaxy lead. Let's see if the crew can pick this up and use some of this momentum now. Jossie Zardes, the goal scorer. Again, in LA, the home crowd quieted a little bit. Few of the traveling fans, the Nordeca here. Here is Zardes now again with Zelarayan. They've got some space. They've got a huge opening to the left side if they want to go to Pedro Santos. Here's Lucas Diaz now, 1v1, and he's going to be taken away by Williams in the middle. Nice play there. Good defensive stop there by Williams, the center back, Derek Williams. And he makes a nice play there. And now Chicharito and Vasquez pushing the other way. Here's 62nd minute in LA. They have a 2-1 lead. But Jossie Zardes just cut that lead in half, and now some momentum in the direction of the black and gold. Although here's Grandsir, a great save by Room. LA Room's going to get that one, and he's going to push it out to the right side. Legit, it's not out of play yet. Back into the middle to Vasquez, back to Chicharito. Because the crew get their back line reset again. Now wide open on the side is Giovanni or Jonathan Dos Santos, and he's got his second. Are they going to call it offside? No, it's going to count. Jonathan Dos Santos, the captain, with his second of the game. And they respond to the Jossie Zardes goal with one of their own. As just a lot of frustration there in the face of Room. This back line of the crew usually so good. Look at Offal getting pulled all the way into the middle. And that leaves Dos Santos wide open. And he's got a one-on-one with the goalie. Goes outside of the foot to the near post. Room's got no chance yet again. 3-1 Galaxy lead. Jonathan Dos Santos, your captain, leading by example. Now with 2 goals, his second one coming here in the 64th minute. Crew back down 2. We've got a 3-1 game. Jay Diaz, your wallet was found on the concourse. That's pretty funny. Here's Harrison Offal right side, who was out of position. He got pulled to the middle, and that left Dos Santos wide open on the backside. So the crew going to not enjoy watching the film on this one, as they have been exposed in what's normally a pretty solid back line for the crew. Today has let them down a couple of different times. Darlington Nagby kicks it back to Harrison Offal. Offal back to Zelarayan, who pops it back to Williams, to Mensah, all the way back to midfield for the captain, Jonathan Mensah. Now Harrison Offal into the middle. Here is Zelarayan. He can rip from there. Zardes. Here's the little through ball if they want it. He doesn't see it, or doesn't take it, rather. I'm sure he saw it. He is incredibly talented, Zelarayan. I haven't seen him take a rip yet from distance, which he is so good at. Also have not seen any fouls called. Up the middle, Zelarayan. Back to Darlington Nagbe. Harrison Offal. Back to Nagbe. He's got him there if he wants it as Artur. Artur steps over the ball, and then he comes back to Nagbe. Crew being very patient again, waiting for the right run to open up. Gyasi Zardes and Zelarayan right there at the top of the 18. They're going to come all the way back and start over again. Oops, errant little flick, and now a turnover going to be picked up by Jonathan Dos Santos. 2 goals to his name already today, and now he goes into some space to Saldana. And the Galaxy are pushing Grancer with Chicharito. They've got 2v2 if they want it. Now other runners come late, and the Crew do finally get their 4 defensive players back as Saldana is going to push, and it's going to be taken away by Darlington Nagbe in the midfield. Now Nagbe probing right side. He goes inside to Zelarayan, back to Gyasi Zardes. Here is Nagbe on the push. He's got a man. He's got him beat, and he can flick on for Diaz if he wants, but he holds it. Waits now. Gyasi Zardes from 22. Pushing at the top of the circle. Still moving, still moving, still moving. Gyasi Zardes right side. Lucas Diaz. Waiting, waiting. And now he's going to push back. Why not just cross that there, Lucas? He's going to drop it back to Harrison Offal, and they will reset yet again. Nagbe now. Inside Lucas Zelarayan. The Galaxy are just going to pack it in. If you're going to play this dribble game, they're just going to pack it in and let you tire yourself out. Nice the flick to the backside. Here's Diaz. Can he take a rip? No, he's not even going to pass it or shoot it. He's going to take it all the way back now, back into the inside. Flick on, shot! Second one, Zardes, it goes! Off the rebound. It looked like it was Artur who took a rip. Deflection right back, and Gyasi Zardes with his second goal in the 78th minute. Watch this flick on. It is Artur deflected, and then right to Gyasi Zardes, who's able to control the rebound and just gingerly throw that thing into the near post. And Bond's got no chance, just inside the post. What a great goal there. Gyasi Zardes now with 2 goals in the game. 78th minute. Still 3-2 now. The Crew have to push, but they are once again back within striking distance.
Goal for Columbus Crew. Number 11, Gyasi Zardes.
Gyasi Zardes. What a guy. 2 goals in the game now for Zardes, 2 for Dos Santos. That means Victor Vasquez's goal is the difference right now. Now pushing the 80th minute, the Crew cannot rest on their laurels. They have been patient to generate those previous 2 goals. I think that's just, 2 or maybe 3 shots on goal for the 3 goals, or for the 2 goals. So no real saves so far. They haven't really had to test Bond. They have been very, very patient at the top of the box, waiting for the right play as they're going to go wide now to Lucas Diaz on the right wing. He's back into the middle of Darlington Nagbe, and now Lucas Zelarayan. Here is Artur, back to Zelarayan. And he flicks it up Artur. He's got some space in the middle. They also have Pedro Santos to the outside if he wants him, but he's going to go back to the middle in Darlington Nagbe. Lucas Zelarayan flick on for Zardes, looking for the hat trick, and he rips it, and it's going to be blocked away there. Nice defensive play in the middle. Center back was right on him. Steres was right there. Daniel Steres from Burbank, California, actually. American-born player. Now here is Arroyo. And he goes in the middle to Chicharito. Galaxy potentially looking for the safety net of a goal, or do you just drop back and play defense? It looks like they're going to push. Back to Saldana, and there's Chicharito. He's got some space to work with. He's over to Victor Vasquez. Vasquez again, clever little footwork all the way back to Saldana, and now back to Williams as they reset. Again, they can just sit here and do this now. Gyasi Zardes with a touch off of the play from Artur in the middle. Back to Artur. They've got left side to Pedro Santos if they want it. Zelarayan does. Santos quickly back into Lucas, rather. Here's a winning runner, and it's going to be Lucas Diaz, and he's just beat by the left back, who throws it back to Bond. Nice idea for the Crew. like the creativity from that play. They got to have another one here now, 89th minute. 3-2, Galaxy still lead here at Nagy on Sports. Real-life sims of some of your favorite sporting events. Here's a nice play to Legit and Valenzuela, a little slow to get there. Milton Valenzuela on that left back side. Back to Saldana and Chicharito again in the middle. He's back to Saldana as we're into the 90th minute now. They can just hold this ball. The Crew have to push it. Now it's going to be taken away. Here's Zelarayan and Zardes. They've got a 2v3 if they want it. Zelarayan, he's waiting for some help. Now he goes back to Artur, and that one's going to be taken away in the middle. Great little touch by Victor Vasquez. And the Galaxy may not give the ball back. Just 2 minutes of stoppage time in this one. Look at them just passing it back and forth. The Crew have to get aggressive here to get the ball back. Vasquez, little runner, he's legit. He's going to go to the middle. He's going to take a shot. He is, and Room hits it out. Corner kick upcoming. Good save by Eli Room, but I think it's going to be too little too late. Could not get the ball back with an opportunity to make another run. So I think this one's going to end 3-2. Legit from the right side. They're going to sub in a quick sub. Bradley Wright Phillips checks in. Room off of the header with the save, but that's the 3 whistles, and that's the game. 3-2. LA Galaxy home winners here today. Jossie Zardes tried his best. 2 goals for him today. For Jossie Zardes, playing a whale of a game. And but that's the man of the match for sure. Jonathan Dos Santos, he has an absolutely great game, captaining the ship, steadying the ship in the middle. Just absolutely great position to get both of his goals. And although Jossie Zardes with 2, you can see there at the 58th and 78th minute, not able to bring his team all the way back. So let's take a look at a couple of these highlights. Or not. My bad. I X'd through them too far, too quickly. My bad. All right, folks. Well, this was a fun one. 3-2. Yes, the legendary AI was the winner since they were both played by legendary AI. Jossie Zardes is your man of the match with an 8.4 rating. It is 3-2, though. LA Galaxy will win this match here in our exhibition. Again, trying some FIFA games, so please let us know what your thoughts are in the comments of this video. If you liked it, again, we'll never stop doing Madden, but we've done some NBA, may do some MLB as well. Wanted to do some FIFA as both Kit and I played and like soccer as well. So that's going to do it here for me, Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Thank you all, as always, to our subscribers. You guys are the best. And please leave some comments. Let me know what I can do better to do some play-by-play and to bring these realistic sims to you to the best of our ability. Thanks so much for being here. Have an awesome rest of your day. Today we will say, go LA Galaxy. And as always, go